In 2018, researchers at the University of Pennsylvania ran a fascinating experiment with college students. They asked one group to limit their social media use to just 30 minutes a day, while another group continued their normal scrolling habits. After 3 weeks, the group that cut back reported significantly lower levels of depression and loneliness. What's interesting is why. With less social media, they had fewer chances to compare themselves to others. Comparison is not new. Humans have always done it. But today, with Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and constant highlight reels, it's easier than ever to feel like we're behind. The truth? Constant comparison quietly steals our joy, our motivation, and even our mental health. But the good news is, you can learn how to stop. Point 1. Understand the highlight reel effect. Think about it. When you're scrolling Instagram, you're not seeing someone's ordinary Tuesday night eating leftovers. You're seeing their best vacation photos, their career milestones, their gym progress. Psychologists call this the highlight reel effect. The problem comes when we compare someone else's highlights to our behind-the-scenes reality. It's like comparing the trailer of a movie to the unedited blooper reel of your own life. Of course, it does not match up. So, the first step is awareness. The next time you feel that sting of comparison, remind yourself, you're not seeing the full story. Everyone struggles behind the scenes, even if it does not make it to social media. Point 2. Shift from competition to inspiration. Comparisons become destructive when they turn into competition. For example, if your coworker buys a new Tesla, you might feel like you're falling behind financially. But what if, instead of competing, you use it as inspiration? Ask yourself, what can I learn from this person? What habits, decisions, or strategies got them there? Suddenly, comparison becomes fuel for growth instead of a drain on your self-worth. It's the difference between saying, I'll never have that, and asking, what's one step I can take toward my own version of success? Point 3. Measure progress, not position. Imagine running a marathon, but instead of focusing on your pace, you keep looking at the runners around you. You'd waste energy, lose focus, and probably trip. Life works the same way. The only meaningful comparison is you versus your past self. Are you handling challenges today that would have crushed you 5 years ago? Have you picked up skills, discipline, or resilience that the old you did not have? Athletes track personal bests for a reason. It's about progress, not position. Start measuring your life the same way. Point 4. Limit triggers of comparison. Let's be real, most comparison does not come from real life. It comes from screens. Social media, LinkedIn promotions, endless TikTok glow-ups. The solution is not deleting every app, but controlling your environment. Unfollow accounts that make you feel less than. Mute people whose posts constantly trigger negative emotions. Replace them with accounts that teach, motivate, or uplift. Just like you would not keep junk food around if you're trying to eat healthier, do not keep mental junk food in your feed if you're trying to protect your self-esteem. Point 5. Practice gratitude intentionally. It might sound cliche, but gratitude is scientifically proven to combat comparison. A study from UC Davis found that people who kept a daily gratitude journal felt more optimistic, exercised more, and even had fewer physical health complaints. Why does it work? Because gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. Instead of obsessing over someone else's career or relationship, you start appreciating your own unique blessings, whether it's supportive friends, a safe home, or personal growth you've achieved. Try writing down 3 things you're grateful for every evening. It rewires your brain to notice abundance instead of scarcity. Point 6. Define success on your own terms. Here's a hard truth. A lot of comparison comes from chasing a definition of success that is not even ours. Maybe society says success is driving a luxury car, getting a promotion, or owning a house by 30. But is that what you really want? When you define success for yourself, whether it's freedom, creativity, time with family, or health, other people's paths stop mattering as much because they're running a completely different race. Think about it. If you're training for a marathon, do you care if someone else is winning a swim meet? Probably not. Same goes for life. Point 7. Build self-compassion. At the end of the day, comparison hurts most when we lack compassion for ourselves. We beat ourselves up for not being there yet, forgetting that everyone's journey is unique. Kristen Neff, a psychologist from the University of Texas, describes self-compassion as treating yourself the way you treat a friend going through the same struggle. You would not tell your best friend you're a failure because you're not as successful as that person. You'd encourage them, remind them of their strengths, and remind them that growth takes time. Start practicing the same kindness toward yourself. Comparison will always exist, but it does not have to control your life. The key is shifting your focus from highlight reels to real progress, from competition to inspiration, from scarcity to gratitude. The moment you stop comparing yourself to others, you free up energy to actually live your own story.